Hello, the game has started. It's me to go first. I have a fairly balanced rack and I think I have a bingo and urine for... Actually, I'm gonna play it here. No, why would I play it there? Yeah, I think the original spot looks fine. And you're in for 66. I draw some duplicates here. Unideal. And looking at ways of sorting out the rack. Okay is good. I have the con prefix. I have carrot. For 16, not a good leave. Orca is good. Opponent taking some time with the first move. I have cartoon onto the N for 18. Highly unlikely that there'd be a 4-timer through this I, but possibility still remains. Okay, opponent plays underneath and urine. Yelt. Now I do have what do I have? Well, I have coup for 20. Not crazy about the rack leave, but it does keep the board tight and doesn't give a whole lot back to opponent. Yeah, I'll go with coup. Okay, I have the P and the Y for score. I have party and typo. Okay, opponent bingos. I have pray here, or 37's a good score. I'm going with this. The F and the G, not great together. Looking at hotspots for the F. Nothing underneath few. I have far here, or fag. There's only one G to come. Actually, I might go with this. More consonants than vowels left, a little more. So I don't mind a little bit of a heavier vowel consonant balance. 2 consonants to 1 vowel is usually better though. Okay, fag for 27. I draw the blank here, which is great. I have rootage on the rack. Do I have a bingo beginning with a T? Because ST is good, so this column would be a bingo lane for bingos beginning with a T or an O. So I have otogar. That's actually a bus station in Turkish. I don't think it's in the English dictionary though. Otogar. Now rootage does actually play in row 7 for 67 points. I've got the NE as well to play through. Okay, my spot still remains available. Oh, it doesn't. He's blocked it. Acute is good, so do I have a bingo ending in an A? Oh, that's scuppered my plan. W doesn't seem to help. Ah, wow, what to do here? The G doesn't help. What about the N? No. Maybe just ag here. I'd love to get rid of an O. That's 22. Yeah, I think I'll go with that. Oratorio. I need another O for that. It's a 8. Okay, opponent's keeping the board tight. Oration. W doesn't seem to assist, and opponent's play hasn't provided anything for me to work with. So, oration it is. Bandicoot. That's through an I and a C. That's not happening. Sob is good. So doob for 26. Is there a bingo here though? Bandito, if one of the O's was an I. Opponent likely to play in this bottom corner. Bando, bondo. Just looking at ways of parallel play here. Bond. Okay, opponent bingo's there. Just look at Bond 27, Doob 26. I'll go with this. I have Jan in the bottom corner if opponent doesn't snap it up. He does for a 66-point play, so I'm well behind now. I don't have a J-I play, which is a shame. If I had an E, I would have a Yera, Y-I-R-R-E. I actually was on the verge of playing here. I just felt it was more volatile than this spot. But that's ancient history now. Now, can I get the J through there? That's a shame. I only got one vowel to work with. I'm going to go with this. I'm not seeing a better play. And I need to preserve my one and only vowel. Ranch. Doesn't quite reach. Tranche does though. Trench no good. I thought it was. Still just the one vowel, which is annoying. March. That'll have to do. Trioxide. No. Thinking of chemicals here. Dextrin, Trex. Any X hotspots? Tex here. That's taken out. Vex is fine though. I think I might pull the trigger on this. The L doesn't seem to give me a bingo. an 8, so I'll just go with Vex. Still a bit behind. Oh no, I've caught up. Let's see if opponent has that second blank, because that'll be game, set and match. If he does, looking at IK plays, something like oik, vowel consonant balance has recalibrated itself. So oik for 28 doesn't look bad. This lane here, obviously the most useful for bingos, and there's an overlap next to the W, so a bingo ending in ED or ES in column B, quite likely. Then of course bingos ending in S after ED. So not sure what the best plan of attack here would be if opponent doesn't bingo. These are extremely bingo-y tiles, so I'm expecting him to bingo. Twite is good, so trunk 26. Oh, he thinks I've got the blank. I think this is still the way to go, because if he does have the blank, he's got the ESED ending there, and it scores half decently too. Yeah, trunk. I draw the blank, interesting. But do I have a bingo? Probably not, with just the one vowel imprinted through an R and an E. Okay. Opponent has a small lead and probably will go out first. So I think he's created 2 outs. What are his outplays with those tiles? Not sure. Any zoner extensions? Unlikely. Any 6-letter plays? It would have to incorporate the M and the P. Dipnet, but I need the M and the P. Imprint, no. Impend. Let's see if opponent's got enough to bridge the gap. Wow, what a close finish. All but 2 of the triple word squares have been reached. I wonder if I could have got the M or the P on this juicy double letter square. Dimpet. Maybe timpt or nempt. No, I can't see it. So opponent needs 30. Oh no, only 20. 22 would bring him up to 440, and he gets 2 on count back. 22, so he needs 23. Okay, he hasn't gone out. I thought he might have an outplay. So now I need to play the T, and I think this looks okay. T for 10. And that's the end of the game. Thank my opponent for the game. 4-5-7 to 4-3-9. Pretty close at the end there. Let's see what we missed. It was me to go first. Anurin seems fine. Glaze for 26. Opponent went with Yelt for 22. Taco for 27. I took a while with this move. Taco across the top. That's quite nice, actually. Yeah, 27. So that was a miss. I went with Coup and then Gunless as well as Gun Cells. Gun Cells scored a couple of extra points, but opponent got a bingo down. Prey for 37 was best. And then Few was best for 36. Goaf for 28 or Fag for 27. That's a nice rack leave. N4. Goaf, but giving back easy scoring spots because F takes a T as well as an S and an F. So not a huge fan of Goaf, but yeah, pretty close. Sulfide, bingo miss. Opponent went with Fled, and then Rootage 74 was the only bingo there. But why did I miss it? I. Oh, of course, Cuter and Rootage. Well, I'm putting that down to fatigue because that's just too obvious a miss to put down to anything else. Ag for 22 and then Key for 36. Rooikat, which is a South African word for a little animal, I think. A marsupial, maybe. Actually, no, it might be a type of a lynx. Anyway, Oration was the other one, but Rooikat played under, there again, Acuta. And Oration seems fine. Millies, another South African word. Corn on the cob. Millie 75, 83. Okay, different placements. Battooned. Wow, I took a while with this rack. I felt I was close to a bingo and there was one. Battooned. So good with 1-0 as well, I think. Battooned. Anyway, Doob for 26, so that was another miss. And now opponent had 66 with Zona there. Jared for 28, I went with... Jared would have been better as far as the rack leave goes. I played Jin. And then Unwit for 34 was opponent's best. 12A. Unwit, nice underlap. He went with white. And then March for 42 was best. Viva for 20. That seems fine. Vex for 46 was best. Abitur for 31 at H1. Ah, wow. Abitur. 31 points. Opponent went with Brule. And then Tronk for 26 was a little short of the mark tick at L10. Okay, TK. But I was thinking if opponent's got the blank with these lovely flexible bingo-y tiles, he's got a good chance of bingoing down in column B, or even from the C or H, or pluralizing Brule. So I just thought, well, this is the most likely spot, and I also thought if he doesn't have the blank, go for tile turnover, maximize my chances of picking it up, and it actually worked. So opponent went with, he had a vowel heavy rack here, so he went with AIA, which actually was simming best, or close to best. And then Pitmen. Okay. So yeah, my plan for tile turnover actually did work because I drew the blank. Pitman was the word I was looking for that got either the P or the M doubled and then the whole word tripled. So Pitman or Pitmen were the best, but just 5 points short with impend. And at this stage, let's see if opponent had a winning play. Steer for 23, but he doesn't go out. So I've got another turn anyway, so it wouldn't have been enough for him. And Tet for 10, but Vivat for 11. Extra point, just at the end there. And that was the end of the game. So pretty close one in the end. I think getting the blank right at the end was very useful. And the tile turnover, as I say, was part of the strategy there. And it seemed to pay off this time. Hope you enjoyed watching that game. And I will see you next time.